Well, credit to the local meteorologists. They were telling us this game could go off at 6 or very soon thereafter, and that is what we are in line to do just 3 minutes after the hour as we get this thing started.
69 degrees at game time, overcast skies, and as we said, a lot of rain that came through the area, so it's kind of a heavy air right now. One of the things that's going to be interesting to see is how will the ball travel here early in the game as the first pitch is a strike. Late arriving crowd with the weather and with it being a Friday afternoon ball game. The first of 3 this weekend between the Crimson Tide and the Dogs here in Starkville at Dudy Noble Field. Alabama last weekend won 2 of 3 at Ole Miss. And that was their first wins in SEC play on the road. You see that breaking ball fouled off. And, Charlie, that's the pitch to look for early in the game. 2 things I think to look for early in this one is the breaking ball of Cal Stephen looked good there. There's no wind at the ballpark. How will the ball travel tonight? A couple of guys that give up some fly balls.
As we have seen this wind be heavy and kill some balls in the outfield, this air be heavy, particularly on nights with no wind. This is a ballpark so many you go to and you can say, hey, the ball travels here, the ball doesn't travel here. It's different every day here.
Can really be a hitter's park. But on nights like tonight, sometimes the ball will stay in the yard. Counts 2-2.
I saw Steven that time after going with a couple of breaking pitches, trying to elevate the fastball. Let's see if he goes back to the breaking pitch here.
Came back with a fastball, and Gage Miller fouls it back. Well, Gage has had a great year this year, batting .386, 18 home runs, and 47 RBIs.
Just the prototypical leadoff man, 18 home runs, no stolen bases.
And now the count goes full. Hitting .321 in league play. 7 of the 18 home runs have come in the 21 conference affairs. 3-2 the count. Leadoff man. Good at bat by Miller to get it going. And a fly ball hit into center field. And that ball just died when it got to the outfield. And you see right there on the first swing as Miller got good wood on it and hit it to straightaway center field. And it just died when it got to center field for out number 1.
Oh, I saw that leave the bat. And you immediately thought, Bart, your comments and your questions are going to be answered early. That ball had good sound to it, just did nothing. Isaac gets back, makes the play in center. Now 1 down. And the shift is on defensively for the Dogs.
Ian Petritz at the plate, batting .320 on the year, and he grounds it right where the shortstop would have been. So it goes the other way and hits it against the shift. And Petritz, first pitch swinging, gives Alabama its first base runner of the night.
That's a good-looking swing that time. Just a little bit inside out, puts it on the ground the other way. And you love to see a hitter who takes what's given to him. All the talk in the major leagues about having to ban the shift. You know, one of the big arguments is just hit it the other way. And that ball was just hit the other way.
Justin LeBron will come to the plate. Alabama freshman shortstops had the great freshman season. A strike from Cal Stephen. Well, LeBron has really settled in at that shortstop position. Has become a really good hitter at the plate. Swings through that fastball and the count 0-2. I'm going to try to sneak the fastball by.
Steven would obviously love a ground ball to the middle of the infield, but LeBron not a guy who hits a lot of balls on the ground. One thing so impressive, 345 on the season with runners on base.
And lifted into center field. And right at Hisack again. Yeah, LeBron with a fly out to center field. And 2 outs in the inning for Will Hodo.
Well, 3 hitters all basically using the center of the field. You had 2 to Hisack and basically straight away center, and then the ground ball, the left side of the second base bag that Hisack fielded and returned to the infield. And now another hitter with some power.
And the Mississippi native, Will Hodo, at the plate. Played his high school ball down at Wayne Academy in Waynesboro. Takes a pitch outside.
And Wayne Academy's had some really good baseball teams.
And there's a slider strike. Brian DeBrouwer, the home plate umpire tonight. Clint Lawson's over at first. Zach Neff at second. And then Michael Banks is over at third. Runner at first, 2 outs, the 1-1. Well, ran out of bat with that changeup. That was a good-looking pitch. Now the count 1-2. We talk about Alabama being on a hot streak right now. This Mississippi State team is playing its way into some opportunities here late in the season. 1-2. Breaking ball. He popped him up. Foul territory. Will it get out of play? Yes. State really playing well. Won 2 out of 3 on the road at Vanderbilt last weekend. Won on Wednesday night down in Pearl against Ole Miss, 5-1 in the Governor's Cup. Coming in at 12-9 in the league. Breaking ball knocked down by Johnny Long. State 12-9 in the Southeastern Conference. Alabama coming in at 9-12.
Now counted 2-2. Stephen would like to finish this inning without a lot of drama. See that pitch count up to 18 here in the first. Hodo would like to extend the at-bat. He's got a big area to go the other way, but can't connect.
Swing and a miss. The first strikeout of the night for Cal. 0-7. Lost the second game, but then came back in the Sunday game and won 10-3. Did not have a midweek game this past weekend, or this past midweek. And so played last Sunday in Oxford and back on the road for back-to-back weeks in league play. Alabama on the road 3 of their final 4 weekends in league play. At Ole Miss, State tonight, home against LSU next weekend, then at Auburn to round out the year. Bryce Chance at the plate for State. Bulldog leadoff man batting .276. Had a tough weekend last weekend and got a hit in the game on Wednesday night against Ole Miss. That broke a 0-for-16 slump for Bryce. A strike in there, and it counts 2-2. Ferrone can run it up there, low 90s. You saw that one at 94. Bulldog lineup, Bryce Chance, and the switch hitting David Mershon due up next. Jordan Hines Hisack in the middle of the order. Ethan Pulliam with his 10th consecutive start out at second base. Lined into right field, that's a base hit. Well, that's a good piece of hitting by Bryce Chance. Got a pitch down and away, just went with it. Textbook. And a leadoff man aboard for the Dogs here in the bottom of the first.
Well, you can bet this is a hit that will draw some attention in the Mississippi State dugout. They struggled in the leadoff spot a week ago. In fact, it struggled in that position pretty much regardless who's been playing there. But Chance, who's been a good hitter all season, particularly in SEC play, able to get the hit going the other way.
And here's David Mershon. He'll turn around and bat from the right side. Mershon is batting 50 points higher from the right side than the left. He's batting .368 from the right side, .318 from the left. And Charlie, if you'd asked me last year, I'd have told you he looked more comfortable from the left than the right. He's got several bunt base hits from the left side this year, and he has really swung the bat well from the right. 25 hits and 68 at bats from the right side. And fouled it straight back. And that guy in the white shirt thought he was about to get some new teeth. Mershon batting .286 in league play. And check over at first.
Chance has 6 stolen bases on the season, but he's been thrown out 3 times. Wouldn't expect him to be running here, particularly with a left-handed thrower.
Well, a nice breaking ball in there, and the counts 1-2. State and Bama, a little bit different in philosophies as far as running. Bulldogs are 18 of 23 in league play in stolen bases. Now, it's a little bit of a crazy stat because Mershon is 13 of 15 out of those 18 stolen bases. Chance in league play, just 1 out of 2 trying to swipe bases. One and two the count, runner at first. Bottom of the first, and the toss over. Cal Steven had to throw 20 pitches in the top half of the first inning. From the belt. Chop left side, could be 2 to second for 1. The throw to first going to be tough to get Mershon as he reaches on the fielder's choice. Chance slid in hard down at second base. Eblin tried to turn the twin killing. But if you're going to get Mershon right there, it better be about a one-hopper glove side of the shortstop. LeBron made that
all
play.
he could do.
And Mershon reaches on the fielder's choice. And now all of a sudden, you know, you bring the running game into this, even though you do have a left-handed pitcher out on the mound. And Dakota Jordan at the plate fouls that one off to the right side. Well, Dakota batting .369. The team leader for Mississippi State. And batting average. Home runs with 16 and leads the team with 55 RBIs.
Of those 16 home runs for Jordan, just 4 of them in league play.
And another toss over. Rob Vaughn in his first season at Alabama. Coming to Tuscaloosa from University of Maryland, where he had a lot of success. And drops a breaking ball of the outside corner. Nice pitch by Ferrone. Well, he really turned Maryland into a Big Ten power. Rob, a Kansas State guy. And now the count 1-2 to Dakota Jordan. Hunter Hines on deck.
3 straight NCAA regionals at Maryland. Won 48 games in 22, 42 a year ago. Won the league both times.
Well, what Rob did, he came into Tuscaloosa, and then Alabama, of course, much documented last year, just having the crazy season, 1-2. Gassetti able to block it up. He had a midseason firing. Jason Jackson took over as the interim coach, did a great job there. But one of the first things that Rob Vaughn did when he came in is he said, hey, Jason Jackson, I want you to be my associate head coach. I want you to stay as my pitching coach. And that just kind of settled everything down in Tuscaloosa. And in the world of transfer portals, all kind of calmed down. And Alabama has been a team ranked in the top 25 since the season began. Runner at first. Here's the 3-2. And high, evidently. Boy, Gassetti kind of held it there for a moment. Wasn't sure where it was. And I think that's what he's asking Brian DeBrower right now. Little hitch from Dakota Jordan. It was right there at the top.
Yeah, it was a good pitch.
And in today's game of college baseball, sometimes you're seeing that called.
Particularly with the fastball, which you got there. More and more you see the breaking pitch land in that spot, not be called, but that one's going to be called more times than not.
Been a big swing from Hunter Hines. Hunter, the junior from Madison. Hunter against the righties batting .337, just .224 against left-handed pitching. Just ran out of bat right there. And a count 0-2. 2 aboard, 1 down, bottom of the first inning. Scoreless game. Cal Steven gave up a 1-out single in the top of the first, worked around it, but he threw 20 pitches. The 0-2. Gassetti knocked it down. Runner takes off. A throw down, not in time. Mershon got a great jump from second base. Gassetti played that about as well as he possibly could. He kicked up the third base side, and he pounced on it in a hurry.
Yeah, this is a nice job keeping the ball in front. Just to the left, it's working towards his throw. Picks it up, throws very close at third, but Mershon just ahead of the throw.
So Mershon goes to third, Dakota Jordan to second. Just asking Hines to put it in play. And he hits it in the air into center field. McCants going back at the track, leaps and gone. It's a 3-run home run for Hunter Hines, and State takes a 3-0 lead in the first.
Well, on a night where the ball doesn't appear to be carrying, Hines hits it out anyway to center field. And a great job of putting the ball in play with 2 strikes by Hines.
Just got the fastball. Boy, and Ferrone got a lot of plate with that 2-strike pitch.
Right down Broadway.
Thought McCants may have a chance with it. But Charlie, that ball just kept carrying. And here's Hyzak.
104 off the bat.
And State takes a 3-0 lead on the 3-run home run by Hunter Hines.
That would carry 392. I'm not sure 391 would have got the job done.
Hyzak batting .333 for State, the team's leading hitter in league play. Hit that ball off the end of the bat into right field. Evan Slight ranging over. They'll make the catch for out number 2.
Now, to put it in perspective for Ferrone, in his outings this season, only once has he allowed more than 3 runs in an outing. He allowed 4 in a ball game against Texas A&M. But already allowing 3 here in the first.
Here's Amani Larry. Larry in the role as a DH. Senior from Bossier City. Well, a slider strike, and it counts 0-2.
Boy, and Hunter Hines, by the way, just heating up at the plate. Big weekend against Vanderbilt. Keeping it going in SEC play. Start things off today.
And strike 3 called at the bottom of the zone. Run by Hunter Hines at the bottom of the first. And Cade Snell to lead off the Crimson Tide. It'll be Snell, McCants, and Gassetti. A couple of left-handed hitters. And then Gassetti, a right-handed hitter. Snell, the junior, in the role as a DH tonight, the 1-0. The lines it foul, and it will go out of play. Snell batting .362 on the year. But he has been outstanding in league play, hitting at even .400 in SEC play. And he sprays it the other way. Chance on the run toward the line. Makes the running catch for out number 1. Got a good jump on it. That ball slicing away from Bryce Chance. And he makes a play for the first out.
That's a really good job by Bryce Chance going to track this one down. And this is a tough play to make with the ball slicing away. Running towards the wall, but a nice job by Chance.
And now TJ McCants will come to the plate. Alabama center fielder, transfer from Ole Miss. The swing and a miss. TJ batting .326 on the year. 13 home runs and 44 RBIs. Went back to Oxford last weekend for the return trip. His brother Jordan, of course, was a Mississippi State signee. And then was selected in the 3rd round of the 2021 draft and signed the pro contract. 0-2. Swing and a miss. And Cal Stephen just threw the old 0-2 fastball right down the heart and got it past TJ McCants. Second strikeout for Cal Stephen, and 2 quick outs in the second.
Well, that's one. If McCants puts it in play or hits it hard, you're saying that Stephen caught too much of the plate. It was right down the middle. But when he blows it past the hitter, home team fans will say it was a good pitch.
And now Gassetti will bat, the Alabama catcher. Well, Matt Gassetti batting .364.
.367 in league play.
And lifts that ball into right field. Dakota Jordan will make the catch. And a 7-pitch inning for Cal Stephen. Well, he faced the left-handed hitting Logan Kohler to lead off the second. Logan Kohler batting an even .200 on the season, the senior from Little Elm, Texas. Kohler hitting better in league play, batting .231 now in SEC play. Skies that ball into straightaway center field. McCants comes ranging in, the Alabama center fielder there to put it away for out number 1 of the second. So Kohler flies out, and here's Ethan Pulliam, freshman from here in Starkville. Pulliam had some big hits last weekend at Vanderbilt, batting .344. But you look back to that Saturday game, Charlie. State needed some big hits, some big plays. They won 7-4. Got a couple big runs late in that game to expand the lead. Got some good hitting from the bottom of the order. Couldn't hold off on that 2-0 pitch, and now 2-1.
And Pulliam has had some big hits here early in his Bulldog career. That pitch just low.
3-1 to count to the Bulldog freshman second baseman. And strike two call. Right there on the edge of the zone, and the count now full. And fouled it back. Well, stretch run now in SEC play. Final 3 weekends. Charlie, the thing about State and what they did last weekend, winning 2 of 3 at Vanderbilt and then winning in the midweek against Ole Miss, even though Ole Miss has had its difficulties, and that pitch is down, and that's a a one-out walk to Ethan Pulliam. The thing about what the last couple of weeks have done for State is picked up an RPI that had been dreadful, been around high 40s.
Say dreadful may be a little harsh.
Well, it was in the high 40s.
Certainly not where you want your RPI if you want to be in the conversation for hosting.
No, but
things have changed.
Things have changed. State coming into the night a 24 RPI. They had a pitch to Johnny Long in there for a strike. Now, dreadful's being over 100, wouldn't you say? Chop left side, shortstop in, no play at second, flip it across. Nice play by LeBron, and Long is retired 6-3 on the putout. Pulliam moves into scoring position with 2 outs, and Bryce Chance will come to the plate.
That ball hitting the spot. No chance whatsoever to get the lead runner that time. Does the right thing and records the out at first base. And now, we say it all the time, the key to baseball is performance with 2 outs. 2-out hitting, pitching around problems with 2 outs as a pitcher.
And it hits the foot of Bryce Chance. Well, trying to throw in the back foot slider. Took it a little literally there.
Let's take a look.
There's a slider.
That was a back foot slider.
Got him on the big toe. If you ever taken a pitch right there, it's like sledgehammer dropping right on that toe. Doesn't feel good. First and second now, 2 outs, and here's David Mershon. That couldn't hold up. Charlie, ever dropped a sledgehammer on your toe?
I'm proud to say that I have not. Mershon at the plate. Hit left-handed pitching very well this season. Of course, he's hit both left and right pitching well, but he's been coming into today 50 points higher against left-handers.
Hit a ground ball out to the shortstop his first time up. And swings through it, and the count's 1-2. Well, a couple big plays in the first inning. You look back, and Mershon's ability to beat out the fielder's choice at first on a ground ball to shortstop. They got the lead runner at second, and Bryce Chance. And then you would have to say on the 3-2 pitch, Dakota Jordan getting that walk on a borderline pitch. The Hunter Hines hit the 3-run home run. 1-2. And try to backdoor that slider.
And how many times do you see that in baseball? You don't get a close call, and it just comes back to hurt you.
This game is sequential. 2-2. And try to go the other way and sprays that one foul.
Mershon's shown good plate coverage on balls outside. And just off the plate as that one was, you wonder, though, if Rome doesn't try to bust him inside.
Line to the left field, a base hit. They'll wave the runner around third, and Pulliam will come in, and he will score. And a 2-out single for David Mershon gives State a 4-0 lead.
Well, did try to come inside against Mershon, but did not get it inside enough. And you see he just takes it into left field. Run scores easily, and that's 4 on the board early for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, he came inside, Charlie, but kind of wasn't the pitch I was expecting him to throw inside. I was expecting fastball, and he got the slider in. And
now it's still filling in. Well, here's a big spot in this ball game. 2 down and a big hitter at the plate.
The fastball strike called at the knees.
Really kind of one of those at-bats right here that could swing the entire complexion of the game. Got the fastball, then a good pitch selection that time. Dakota Jordan, though, able to hold off. That pitch has bothered him a little bit.
And drops it in there over the outside corner, and it counts 1-2. Spin down.
I would.
I'm going to try to sneak the fastball by him. The line down on the berm down the first base side.
And I understand the thought process there, but Jordan, the guy with a quick bat, can adjust to the fastball. Able to foul that one off, spoil the pitch.
There was a spin down. And now the count 2-2. First and second, 2 down. We're at the bottom of the second inning. Bulldogs had a 3-run first, and they've added a run here at the bottom of the second. And now the count's full. Runners will be moving on the pitch.
Well, now a tough situation because as much as you'd like to put some spin on one, Ferrone not wanting to load the bases with Hines, who went deep his last time up, standing on deck.
Runners go. 3-2. Swung and missed at the slider in. And that will end the inning. So Ferrone gets the big strikeout, but the Bulldogs add a run to the bottom. And then the lineup flips back to the top of the order. Gage Miller. A couple of left-handed hitters down at the bottom. Evan Slight, the right fielder, leading things off.
4-0 ball game, and what a strikeout to end the home half of the second inning. That at bat, had it gone the other way, could really change the complexion of things, but as it stands, nice job of getting out of the inning in Alabama. Chance to swing the bats. And I think one of the things that helps you when you're sitting here down in the game 4-0, one, it's early, and two, you've been hitting the ball so well.
And lifted and out of play. Saw Mershon had a long run. State's got the shift on. Mershon, the shortstop, had a long way to go. And a count 1-2. Evan Slight batting .271 on the season with 6 home runs. Steven had to throw a number of pitches in the first inning, 20 in the first and 7 in the second. Swing and a miss. Third strikeout for Cal Steven, and he gets the first guy here in the third.
A pitch just above the zone. but it looks so good coming up and tough to hold off.
And so one down for Bryce Eblin, the second baseman. Eblin, the senior from Greenwood, Indiana.
Comes into the ball game hitting .293 overall, but in league play has had a little tougher time, just .216.
They fouled it back. Eblin all 4 years at Alabama, which is becoming a rarity. One of those guys just feels like he's been over there for 18 years. Missed nearly a month, had a leg injury. The 1-2. And lifted foul and out of play. Started some games out at shortstop in his freshman season, but settled into that second base position back in his sophomore season in 22.
Just one hit in his last 17 at bats.
And a line drive, diving catch by Hunter Hines, and it robs Evelyn of a single.
Well, and how many times has it happened that way? You're struggling and you just square a ball up, and this is maybe one of the best, if not the best, defensive plays Hunter Hines has made in his career. That ball was hit hard.
Eblin scalds it, but the second out of the third, and here's Gage Miller. Miller had a fly ball to deep center field his first time up. And fooled with the slider. State took a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the first inning on the 13th home run of the season for Hunter Hines. Added a run at the bottom of the second. Ground ball left side. Smothered by Kohler, throw it across and no chance. Didn't have time to get up. It'll be an infield single for Miller, the second hit off Cal Steven. And Ian Petritz, who had the first hit for Alabama, a one-out single back in the first inning, he'll come to the plate. State had the shift on the first time against Petritz. He went the other way against the shift. There's a strike and a count now 1-2. Just missed the inside corner.
That is a great two-strike pitch because it is just inside, maybe a ball out, or a ball in, rather, as the case may be. And then you see the job that Johnny Long does behind the plate, presenting the pitch.
And knocked down by Johnny Long.
This thing ahead in the count, you don't have to leave something over the middle, but now the count's gone full.
Runner goes, and a line drive into center field, and here comes Hisak. Got it on the short hop, tosses it in a hurry, and that'll be a single for Ian Petritz, and runners will be at the corners.
Held the full count pitch with 2 outs, runner going from first automatically. As you see, Hines had backed off holding the runner, and this one just on the short hop. That's a ball, particularly on a day when it's been raining. Hisak lucky doesn't plug up on him a little bit and get past him. And now a big 2-out situation with runners on the corners.
And Justin LeBron at the plate. Had a fly out to center field his first time up. Oh, big at bat by LeBron right here. Big swing could get you right back in it if you're Alabama. Back-to-back 2-out singles, an infield single for Gage Miller, and then a solid single to center field by Petritz. The strike called.
Now, what we've seen for both pitchers right now, getting the outside part of the plate.
One and two the count. Swing and a miss, and that will end the inning. So Cal Steven with his third here in Starkville. It'll be 4-5 and 6 due up for State. Bulldogs have a 4-0 lead over Alabama. Game 1 of this 3-game series in Starkville this weekend. Had rain all day today. Kind of wondered what the game time would look like. It was originally slated for 6 and started this thing at 6 o'clock. A ton of rain, the Golden Triangle today. And there is a missile shot to right. And the second home run of the night for Hunter Hines. And the big man is eating right now.
107, it goes 412. Shot like a rocket.
No doubter.
Boy,
5-0 State lead.
That guy has gotten hot.
Well, if you think back, Charlie, 2 months ago, everybody was saying, man, what's wrong with the power of Hunter Hines? Out of his first, 20 hits, 19 were singles. Here's Hisak, who flew out to right field his first time up.
Well, the tear this past week has pushed him to 14 home runs. He being Hines. Hisak, who's at the plate, has 7. But the thing that Hisak has done, he's hit with power in league games. He's got 5 of his home runs coming in SEC play.
And he singles in the right field for a base hit. That's 5 hits for State tonight off the left-hander Greg Ferron. So a solo home run from Hines, a single to right field by Hizack. Amani Larry will bat.
First time this season that Ferron has allowed 5 runs in a ball game he's pitched. The Bulldogs putting the bat on the ball here early. That ball by Hizack was hit hard the other way.
And that one hits Amani Larry, and that one hurt. Got him right close to the knee if it didn't get him on it. And Jason Wire doing a little jogging himself to get out there.
And that becomes the 10th time in SEC play that Amani Larry has been hit by a pitch.
On the outside of the. Here's Logan Kohler. Got a fly out to center field his first time up.
Alabama has the shift on for the left-handed hitting Kohler, although Miller at third will play close to the bag.
And that will get out of play.
So when you say the shift, not a complete give up to the left side, but just pulling the shortstop around. LeBron to the second baseman side of the bag. And I have a discussion. So I may have an equipment issue. The transmitter came unplugged.
Everybody's got the radios now, got the wristwatches. And lifted in the air into shallow center field. That's a long run for the shortstop to make. And what a nice play by LeBron to get back there to make it. You got Petritz, who was playing back deep in left field. And LeBron swung around a little bit.
Boy, this is an exceptionally difficult play for LeBron to make. He has to come all the way on the second baseman side of the bag. He probably, well, not probably, he had the much tougher play there. Petritz probably ought to be taking charge on that one.
Here's Ethan Pulliam. He drew a walk and scored in the second inning. Well, there's 1,000 ways to balk, and that was one of them. And then Ferron. Just kind of stumbled a little bit with that back foot. So now second and third. That changes things a little bit. Takes away the force play at second base. And now if you're Ethan Pulliam, you know, if you just put a ball in the middle of the infield, you at least get 1 run home. Alabama going to come in on the corners. Hizack the runner at third. Amani Larry down at second. Bulldogs with a 5-0 lead. 2 home runs tonight for Hunter Hines, who led off this inning, the third with a solo shot to right field. Well, nice job by Gassetti to knock it down. Gets the fastball by.
Well, that's a great job elevating a fastball that time. right at the top of the zone. Nothing Pulliam was going to do with that one. Well, and Pulliam gets called out on the play, but that was only strike 2. Now.
And that time, Brian DeBrouwer.
Great job going to the breaking pitch there. Gets the strikeout. Now Johnny Long, the Bulldog catcher, the 9-hitter in the order. 2-out situation with a pair in scoring position.
Well, big strikeout there for Ferrone with runners at second and third and 1 out. Well, the ball could really open the door for State, put runners at second and third. Long grounded out to the shortstop his first time up. And Gassetti doing a great job again to knock it down, keep that runner at third.
Doing a great job behind the plate tonight. He has had to block several, and he's done a good job keeping them in front.
Kept that away. Now the count 1-2.
So now behind in the count, Long is just looking to put one in play. Ferrone got a big strikeout to end the last inning.
Well, Johnny Long shortening up, 2 strikes. He's trying to poke a ball out there and put it in play. Boy, you look back, Charlie, as you said, that big strikeout for Ferrone got to end the second inning. Similar situation here. 1 run home, runners at second and third, 1-2. He fouled it back, and we'll do it again.
Now, one of the things that's significant here, you see that pitch count at 71. Ferrone has on the season gotten into the 90s. And so now just you start to think how important from his perspective it is not to allow this inning to continue.
Well, Long is spread out right now, protecting with 1-2.
Nice job that time, recognizing spin down and letting it spin away. And the count will leave it at 2-2. The board's full of 2s.
Grounded left side, and a nice diving play. Throw back in behind the runner at third. And a toss to the plate. And Larry will be out. He made the wide turn coming around third. A run will score. Will Hoda will lead off. He struck out swinging his first time up. Hoda with 11 home runs of the season and 10 doubles. And so 21 of his 45 hits have been for extra bases. State has 6 runs on 6 hits. Alabama, no runs, 3 hits. Shift is on the 2-1. Pull through that fastball. Now they count 3-1. Steven with 49 pitches thrown through 3 innings of work. And he walks a leadoff man here in the fourth. Hodo draws a walk, and Cade Snell will bat.
Snell, the DH, hitting in the 5 spot here tonight. We'll get a chance to hit. A man aboard, nobody down. Bulldogs defensively will play a bit to the pull side, at least on the left side of the infield. As Mershon, the shortstop, close to the bag at second.
And so quickly 0-2 to Cade Snell, a fly out the left field his first time up. And it looks at strike 3. And a strikeout for Cal Stephen, the first looking tonight, 5th strikeout overall. And that's just a situation where Cade Snell thinking 0-2. I may get a waste pitch here.
And it did not come.
Was not looking for fastball down the middle. And here's TJ McCants. He struck out swinging his first time up. Leadoff walk of Will Hodo. He's over at first. At 94, McCants fouled it back. Shift is on. Here's the 0-2. Elevated the fastball, swung on, and no foul ball. That'll be a pass ball on Johnny Long, and allowing the runner Hodo to reach second base. McCants strikes out. And that pitch was just up and swung through. Popped out of the mid. And that allowed Hodo to go into scoring position. Now 2 outs in the inning. Gassetti will now bat with a runner at second and 2 outs. And Gassetti had a fly out the right field his first time up. Into center field, Hyzak ranging over. He'll be there to make the catch, and that will end the inning. Well, Gassetti.
Not birds.
Well, probably some popcorn. There's a fly ball hit well into left field by Bryce Chance to the wall and gone. Bryce Chance with his 5th home run of the season. And State takes a 7-0 lead.
Yeah, Bryce Chance continues a good string of hitting in the league, and he hit that one hard. 102. It carries 400 feet and gets out of the yard on a night when the ball wasn't traveling well.
Timed it up. And it's 7-0. Solo shot to left field to start the 4th.
24 innings out of the bullpen. Opponent's hitting .282 against him.
And drops a slider in there for a strike. Rashawn had a single to left field, an RBI single with 2 outs back in the 2nd inning. And ran out of bat there, and the count's 0-2.
Buchanan's toughest outing was his last one. He gave up 7 runs, 4 of them earned in 3 innings against A&M.
Rashawn reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the 1st. and fouled it back. That bird is still over there on that ledge. It's literally 5 feet from you, Charlie.
Well, I've always been told that birds are good judges of character.
1-2 the count.
Just wanted to hang out.
Ground ball headed to right field, a base hit for David Mershon, his second hit tonight. And the 8th hit of the night for State. And see, you see that bird there on the ledge. His window's usually shut, so he's an inhabitant of this area, you would think. And he's just flying up here. He's like, I'm not used to seeing this window open. It's right in front of Caleb.
Now here's Dakota Jordan, struck out his last time up. That was to end the second inning. He walked and scored in the first on that home run by Hines. The 3-run blast, one of Hines' 2 in the game.
Walked and scored in the first, struck out swinging to end the second. That was a big strikeout for Ferrone at the time. Seven runs, 8 hits for State. No runs, 3 hits for Alabama. Well, he dropped it in there nicely. Did not give in with a fastball on the 3-0. Let's see what he does on 3-1. Buchanan greeted with a single by David Mershon. And did not give in with a fastball again, and he walks Dakota Jordan. And here comes Hunter Hines, who is 2 for 2 tonight with a couple home runs. And we'll take a look at him. The first one, a 3-run shot in the first inning. Got one out to left center field, just over the glove of McCants. And then that second one, a no-doubter to right field. Home runs, number 13 and 14.
Now, nice job laying off the breaking pitch that time. And so now the quandary. The 2-0 count, it's hitter's count, but would not want to leave a fastball over the middle here.
Oh, nice changeup.
Oh, it's a great pitch that time. Looked like a fastball and then just falls out of the zone.
And now 3-1.
So Hines works himself into another hitter's count here in the at-bat.
And ball 4, and the bases are loaded. And nobody out, and Connor Hyzak will come to the plate.
Hyzak singled hard to the right side last time up, and there's a with Eblin playing up the middle, there's still a big opening that way.
It takes a strike. Had a fly out the right field his first time up, so Hyzak's gone the other way both times tonight. Breaking ball drops in there.
Oh, a good 0-2 pitch that time. Just lets it fall low, and a good job by Hyzak letting it travel. Really tough to lay off that pitch.
And they're able to spoil the pitch there. Two and two the count to Hyzak. Bases loaded, nobody out. A Bryce Chance home run in the inning, followed by a single from Mershon and back-to-back walks to Dakota Jordan and Hunter Hines. 2-2. Inside and it hit him. And a run will come in to score. Hyzak will get credit for an RBI on the bases loaded hit batsman. And Buchanan, since coming in, has given up a single, 2 walks, and now has hit a batter.
Let's take another look.
And it's 8-0.
Anytime you see a pitch run in like that, you start to wonder where it hit the hands or the bat. That got hands. No, still far too early to look too far ahead, but with Dogs up 8-0 and the bases loaded, nobody out, and 10-run rule in effect. Of course, that's after 7. Becomes a really big spot for Buchanan.
There's a fly ball hit into left field, ranging back, and a grand slam for Amani Larry. And the Dogs are on fire tonight.
The bats are hot on a Friday for the Bulldogs. My goodness, has this team played so much better here over the past few weeks.
Amani Larry with his 4th home run of the season. The grand slam to left field, and it's 12-0. And here's Logan Kohler. Well, Buchanan has seen 5 batters, and all 5 have scored. A 6-run bottom of the 4th inning, and it's 12-0. And he popped him up into center field. TJ Mercantz is there, and he'll make the catch for out number 1 of the inning.
Yeah, so Buchanan, since coming into the ball game, Mershon singled, Jordan walked, Hines walked. Hyzak was hit by a pitch. That drove in a run, and then the Amani Larry grand slam before retiring the out with Kohler.
Ground ball left side, backhand play by LeBron. Toss it across. Whoa, a nice pick by Hodo at first base.
That's an outstanding job digging that one out. As LeBron went to the backhand side, made the throw across.
And so now 2 outs in the inning. As Pulliam grounds out to the left side. And here's Johnny Long. Hits that pitch in the right field. And Slight went back, comes in, he'll make the catch, and that will end the inning. Bulldogs in all 9 to the plate, score 6 runs. And first pitch swinging, Slight drops that ball into right field for a solid single.
That's a really tough pitch to hit the right field. Got 2 or 3 balls off the plate.
And now Bryce Eblin will come to the plate. And first pitch swinging, he fouls it back. Eblin hit a ball hard his first time up and lined it. Then Hunter Hines made a diving backhanded play over on the right side of the infield. And chops that one first base side. That's a foul ball, though. Sprays it foul. Charlie, all I got to say is that since that Dove is sitting up there on that ledge, he's still there. State has been killing it at the plate. Is that the Rally Dove?
I was going to say, as long as they don't treat it like a banana, we'll be okay.
Banana or a squirrel. Didn't LSU have a squirrel one time? Or a possum, Rally possum?
It's starting to look at me somewhat menacingly.
It's been looking at us just about the whole.
Much like my wife is prone to do.
And now he turns his head, peering at the plate.
She's also prone to turn her head.
Guy sitting right behind home plate, watching the game. That ball lined into right center field, and that's a base hit. And rounding second and heading over to third is Evan Slight. And back-to-back singles for Alabama to start the 5th inning from the 8 and 9 spots in the order.
Well, this is a really good way to start the top of the 5th for Alabama, down 12-0. And no such thing as a 12-run swing in the game of baseball. But what you can start doing is chipping away and trying to drive the pitch count up on Cal Stephen, force Mississippi State to use another pitcher in the game. You start to think in the context of the entire weekend. That ball was hit hard. 401 feet, just not straight enough.
Gage Miller had an infield single his last time up. Count 1-1.
It's not a big spot for Cal Stephen. You see the pitch counts climbed up to 70 in the ball game. He's got runners on the corners. Bulldogs would give up the run to record an out.
Lined into right field, and Dakota Jordan will make the catch. Runner will tag from third, and here comes a throw, and sliding in, coming in safely is Evan Slight. It'll be a sacrifice fly for Gage Miller, his 48th RBI of the season. And Alabama is on the board with a run here in the top of the 5th inning.
Well, that's a situation there. You would think both teams somewhat happy by the play. Bulldogs happy to have recorded an out. Alabama, as Miller do the job, put the ball in play, gets the run home.
Here's Ian Petritz, who's 2 for 2. He has 2 of Alabama's 5 hits. A single to left field in the first inning, a line drive single to center field in the third.
Eblin, who runs at first, doesn't run a lot, but he hasn't been called stealing. 4 stolen bases on the year.
Breaking ball stays outside, and it counts 2-0. Cal Stevens giving up 1 run on 5 hits.
This is a situation here where missing the spot is what hurts Cal Stevens. That pitch just on the inside part of the plate, but Long was set up looking for it away. All goes back to hitting spots can matter for balls and strikes, particularly on borderline calls.
And now a walk, and Petritz will trot down to first base. Second walk of the night for Cal Stevens, and now first and second with 1 out, and Justin LeBron will come to the plate.
Well, and here in the
Run ruled Vanderbilt tonight, 10-0.
Well, didn't have that on the bingo card tonight.
Not at all. Things have filled in nicely here at the ballpark. We had a light crowd when it started and had rain throughout the afternoon. Pulled the tarp just after 5 o'clock. We started the game at 6. And the pitch is just down. LeBron a fly out to center field and then a strikeout swinging to end the third.
Well, that Arkansas-Kentucky series is going to be one to watch this weekend. Arkansas on the road up in Lexington.
Division leaders. Well, that pitch right there at the bottom. And right now, Brian DeBrouwer didn't give the inside a moment ago. Doesn't give the pitch at the knees there. Count now 3-1. And there's a strike.
Gets an old Bronx cheer from the crowd here.
But now the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 12-1 Mississippi State lead. Bama with a run here in the top of the 5th inning. Have first and second. And 1 out. Line drive into right center field. Here comes Dakota Jordan and has passed him into the wall. Over to get it is Hyzak. They'll wave 1 run around. And it will be a 12-2 game. It'll be a double for Justin LeBron. And he comes up limping down at second base. Well, line drive out in right center field to split the outfielders. It'll be an RBI double in a 12-2 game.
Well, maybe we take another look at this one. I am not certain that Dakota Jordan's angle here was deep enough to make a play on this ball. You see, the ball's hit well off the bat, and immediately Jordan is coming in, and then as he tries to adjust, just gets past him. That ball was hit hard.
Well hit ball. Eblin scores from second. 2 runs home in the inning. And Petrich goes over to third. First runs of the night for Alabama coming here in the top of the 5th inning. After State took a 12-0 lead with a 6-run bottom of the 4th. And Will Hodo will be the batter. He walked his last time up after striking out to end the first. Look back at second. Ooh.
Oh,
Slipped off the top of the bag.
viewer discretion is advised.
2-1. And now 3-1, and Cal Stevens kind of laboring a little bit here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, sometimes long innings can cause trouble for the pitchers.
And outside ball 4, and the bases are loaded.
Well, and Alabama doing what they needed to do here in the top of the 5th. They've got a couple of runs on the board. They've loaded the bases. And with 1 down and Snell coming to the plate, a chance to cut further into this Bulldog lead. And right now for Cal Stevens, just finding the zone becoming a bit of an issue. In fact, 3 straight hitters have gone to 3-ball counts.
And foul back.
Hodo, who is at first base and walked, did so on a 3-1 pitch. LeBron doubled on a 3-2 pitch. Petras walked on 4 straight.
One. Lifted down the line. That ball going to slice foul and get out of play. And now 1-2. Big batter right here. Snell 0 for 2, a fly out the left field, and struck out looking in the 4th inning. Slight and Eblin got it all started with singles. Charlie, you talk to pitchers all the time. You see that overall number at 90 right there, but these are the situations that are the most taxing.
Yeah, not all pitches are created equal.
When you have to throw a lot in 1 inning. One, 2. And lifted in the air, and that will be into shallow center field. Will it be deep enough to get the run home? Should be. And Hyzak didn't see it. It got above the lights, and a run is going to score. Well, off the bat, I was thinking shallow center field, and Hyzak camping up under it. He just didn't see it.
Well, we have seen that happen this time of day. The issue, though, you wonder what sort of communication is going on from the corner outfielders. Hyzak, and you know what he's trying to do. He can't find the ball, but wanted to at least try to hold the runners where they were. But now, run home, bases stay loaded.
Snell gets credit with an RBI single. And now TJ McCants will bat.
Bulldogs do have somebody throwing down in the bullpen now.
This time popped up on the infield. Johnny Long calling for it, and he'll make the catch in foul territory as Kohler came in.
Well, not a model of communication there, but Johnny Long stays with it, and you can see everybody kind of looking up the sky, having trouble finding the baseball right now.
Well, like a lot of lights in today's world, you have the covers that go over the top of the lights to kind of help with the glare for the outfielders. You don't see as many lost balls in the lights, but sometimes when a ball goes over the lights, you can't see it at all. The bases remain loaded, and there's 2 outs in the inning.
They've gotten a couple of messages from people here in the ballpark out in the outfield saying it's really difficult to pick up a baseball right now in the air. And the play on the field would reflect as much.
And a count 1-1. Ground ball. Kohler got a race to the bag, and that will end the inning. So Alabama leaves them loaded with a tie on the board. And Alabama will go back to the mound with Colson Buchanan. Well, Buchanan gave up 5 base runners to start his relief outing and then got the final 3. Gave up a grand slam to Amani Larius. Let's see, he gave up a single to Mershon, back-to-back walks to Jordan and Hines. He hit Hyzak with the bases loaded and then gave up the grand slam to Amani Larry. That made it 12-0. Then Alabama with 3 runs in the top of the 5th inning.
And left them loaded, could have done more damage.
Your dove is still over there, Charlie. That's amazing. 2-1. Chop, high chop, fielded by Miller, the third baseman. He'll toss it across in time for the out. And leadoff man retired here in the 5th inning.
So Miller makes the play, throws across in time, and that'll get David Mershon to the plate. Mershon will hit for the 4th time today. He hit twice from the left. This will be the, rather, he hit twice from the right. This will be the 2nd from the left. 2 for 3 on the night. Scored a couple of runs. And you go back, Bart, really one of the key plays in the ball game was back in the 1st inning. Mershon able to prevent the double play by beating the relay at first base. That keeps the inning alive. Then Dakota Jordan walks. Then Hunter Hines hits the home run.
Mershon was the first guy that Buchanan faced back in the 4th. He singled into right field. Slow roller right side. Boy, a nice play by the second baseman, Eblin. That's 5 in a row, a race now by Buchanan, the right-hander, and Dakota Jordan will bat with nobody on and 2 outs.
It's a really nice play by Eblin. Playing back, has to come get it in a hurry, and able to get the ball out of the glove, make the flip to first base in time, the 2nd out of the inning. Jordan 0 for 1 on the night, but he scored a couple of times. He's reached twice by walk.
Chop left side. Boy, nice pick by Miller. Throw it across. And he throws it down the right field line, and Dakota Jordan on his way to second base. Well, Hodo made a great pick in the last inning on a ground ball. And that time just couldn't pick it out of the dirt.
I say Miller has to get it, throw in a hurry, but throw gets away. He might call that an infield hit.
Yeah, I don't know if he would have gotten him with a good throw, to be honest with you. And they're going to give him an infield single. And here's Hunter Hines. Hines will be put on first base. An intentional walk.
And so you start to think about that process. If that ball doesn't get away and Dakota Jordan doesn't go down to second base, are you more inclined to pitch to Hines there? With the bag open and the runner in scoring position anyway. The intentional pass issued, and now Hyzak will hit.
Hit by a pitch his last time up with the bases loaded. And he hits that ball into center field. It will stay in the yard. McCants is there, and he will make the catch to end the inning. And we've played 5 here in game 1 of this 3-game. Ball started in the 5th inning with a single to right field. He struck out his first time up. Takes a fastball strike. Swing and a miss, and a count 0-2. Pitching with a 9-run lead here in the top of the 6th inning. Fouled it off, and the count remains 0-2. The Dove is still there, Charlie.
Inquiring minds. He's actually moving closer.
He's coming closer to you. I had some cheese, but I was reading online that they're lactose intolerant. I did not know that. Swing and a miss, and a breaking ball down. And the leadoff man erased here in the 6th inning.
Well, that's a really nice looking pitch this time by Gavin Black. Starts it in the zone, bottom falls out.
And Bryce Eblin will come to the plate. Eblin singled to center field his last time up. After lining out to the first baseman in the 3rd inning. Eblin's hit a couple of balls hard tonight down in that 9th spot in the order. Foul back. Did you know that Doves were lactose intolerant?
I didn't, but are you familiar with the Boston Doves baseball team?
Not.
Former National League team.
Bring it back to baseball. 1-1. Line drive.
Oh.
And caught by Ethan Pulliam for the 2nd out of the inning.
Wow, what a couple of plays on the right side of the Bulldog infield tonight.
And Eblin hit them both. He scalds that one to the second baseman after lining out to Hines early, and he's sitting there saying, man, what I got to do tonight? He's hit 3 balls hard, but only 1 hit to show for it. And 2 outs, and Gage Miller will bat. Leadoff man here in the Alabama 6th inning. He had an infield single in the 3rd inning. He drove in a run with a sacrifice fly to right field in the 5th. That drove in the first Alabama run. And popped up. Foul territory. Will there be a play over by the bullpen? No. Chop left side. Here comes Kohler. Picks it cleanly. Oh, just couldn't make the transfer, and that'll be an infield single for Gage Miller.
Oh, Kohler coming to get it. Do or die situation here. Ball hit into the turf. Kohler takes the short hop and then was going to have to be quick with it, but just couldn't make the transfer in time. So give Miller the single. He'll be aboard with 2 outs.
Snap throw back to first. Back in safely. There's a swing and a count 1-1. And now 1-2. Petritz has been on base 3 times tonight, a couple of singles and a walk. Gavin Black trying to throw the breaking ball down and in, and it hits Petritz, who's on for the 4th time tonight. And the inning stays alive for Justin LeBron.
And on that, on a 1-2 pitch, it's not what Black wanted.
No, Black struck out Slight to start the inning, then got Eblin to line out. How big's that play by Pulliam right now? And LeBron with a double his last time up. Lined a double into right center field. 1 for 3 night. A fly out to center field. A strikeout swinging to end the 3rd. And now Black laboring just a tad. Steven with the first 5, gave up 3 runs on 7 hits, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks. He threw 96 pitches. Got 8 flyouts and 1 ground out. We'll try to spin the slider on 2-0, and now the count 3-0. You got Will Hodo, the cleanup hitter, due up next. And there's strike 2.
And now this becomes a big pitch. Three-two pitch. LeBron trying to extend the inning.
Fouled it back.
And fastball up that time, but having to protect the plate.
The dove just left. It just flew off, Charlie.
Thank goodness.
Three-two. Swing and a miss, and that'll end the inning. Gavin Black strikes out Justin. Stay tuned. Check local listings. Got rain all in the forecast next couple days. And Amani Larry scalds one through the left side for a base hit. He had a grand slam his last time up. Amani with a leadoff man aboard now in the 6th inning.
Well, this becomes a big base runner in the ball game, because if the Bulldogs could find a way to push Amani Larry across the plate, you go to the 7th with a chance to close things down.
That ball ripped into right field by Logan Kohler. And back-to-back well-hit balls to start the 6th inning.
That ball was hit very hard, 102 off the bat. Larry has to hold up a little bit to see if Evelyn can climb the ladder and make the catch. Hit right at him, but just over. But now Bulldogs, a pair of runners on the bases with nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ethan Pulliam will hit. 0 for 2 on the night. He walked and scored in the 2nd.
Chops, and we'll roll foul. Well, a good breaking ball right there by Colson Buchanan. The count 1-2. Well, knocked down by Gassetti, but Amani Larry got a good jump off of second base, heads over to third. And runners at the corners now with nobody out. And now the 2-2. Breaking ball lifted into right center field. McCants ranging back, and he'll make the catch on the track. Larry will tag from third. He'll come in with a 13th run and stay back on top by 10. A sacrifice fly by Ethan Pulliam.
Pulliam hit this ball well, a ball in the outside part of the plate. Hits it deep into the outfield, plenty deep to get the run home.
And here's Johnny Long. State led 12-0 after 4. Alabama scored 3 in the top of the 5th. And now back to a 10-run game. Alabama will have 4, 5, and 6 due up in the top of the 7th inning. They will need at least 1 run to keep the game alive. That ball ripped foul. And there's a single through the left side by Johnny Long. 3rd hit of the inning. And the bottom of the order, setting the table for the top. Kohler stops at second. Second hit of the night for Johnny Long, who had an infield single back in the 3rd, drove in a run there. And here's Bryce Chance, who's been on base 3 times tonight. Single hit with a pitch, had a solo home run in the 4th inning. Grounded out to the third baseman. His last time up, and that may be all for Buchanan. And out to the shortstop. Could be 2 to second for 1. Eblin with a relay. And what a nice job turning the twin killing down at second base. Eblin, body's blessing before the game starts. Of course, in league play, it's mandatory. But he's got 3 really good hitters to deal with right here. Will Hodo to lead things off. It'll be Hodo, Cade Snell, then TJ McCants. 3 left-handed hitters.
Gets the chase that time on the fastball, up and out of the zone.
Got a big strikeout of Justin LeBron to end the 6th inning. And drops a breaking ball in there. Got 2 quick outs in the 6th inning, did Gavin Black, then a single and hit batsman before striking out LeBron. 1-2.
Oh, we've seen Black using the breaking pitch here to Hodo. I'd be surprised if we don't see a fastball here.
Pull through it. Now the count's full. Hodo's walked his last 2 times up after striking out in the 1st inning. Hard hit ball and into center field for a base hit. Well, Hodo scalds one back into center field. And leadoff man aboard for Alabama here in the 7th inning.
Yeah, Kohler, who was over on the right side due to the shift, tried to make the play going back up the middle, but couldn't glove it. Now a man aboard. Nobody out here to start the top of the 7th. And Snell, who came in, threw 1 pitch and ended the bottom of the 6th. Will hit.
Well, Snell's last time up, he had a towering fly ball to shallow center field, and Connor Hyzak just lost it.
In fact, didn't get really even in the same zip code.
Probably 30 feet from it when it landed.
I was gonna say, there's losing a ball in the sun or in the sky. That was just a never saw it.
That ball hit well into left field. Going back, Bryce Chance. He'll make the catch. A step on the warning track in left field. And out number 1 of the 7th. Well, Snell hit it well, went the other way with it. And now TJ McCants will bat. McCants 0 for 3, popped out in foul territory to the catcher last time. Oh, that was a big at bat right there. Bases loaded, 3 runs home in the inning at that point. 1 out. Johnny Long made the play in foul territory and trying to contend with Logan Kohler, who was over there as well. Line the other way.
Hey, think back to that pop-up in foul territory. We had already seen balls misplayed in the air. Everybody was struggling to find it. And the pitcher coming in, the third baseman.
Breaking ball, tried to backdoor it, left it just outside, and it counts 2-2.
Well, again, you don't have to be too good on a 1-2 pitch. And now you got to execute.
Swing and a miss for out number 2.
And that pitch was well executed. 85 miles an hour. Bottom just falls out. Oh, you know, Black's got the good fastballs, got good movement, but in this league, you got to have something else to keep hitters off of it. When a breaking pitch works like that, there's a chance to be very effective.
Here's Matt Gassetti. Alabama down to its final out now. Have a runner at first base that, if he could score, would keep the game alive. The 0-1. Well, State scored in his first 4 at bats tonight. Took a 12-0 lead after 4. Alabama got all 3 of their runs in the top of the 5th, but a run in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch, swing and a miss, and that'll do it. And Mississippi State takes game 1, 13. home run by Hunter Hines at the bottom of the first. And Cade Snell to lead off the Crimson Tide. It'll be Snell, McCants, and Gassetti. A couple of left-handed hitters. And then Gassetti, a right-handed hitter. Snell, the junior, in the role as a DH tonight, the 1-0. It lines it foul, and it will go out of play. Snell batting .362 on the year. But he has been outstanding in league play, hitting at even .400 in SEC play. And he sprays it the other way. Chance on the run toward the line, makes the running catch for out number one. Got a good jump on it. That ball slicing away from Bryce Chance. And he makes a play for the first out.
That's a really good job by Bryce Chance going to track this one down. And this is a tough play to make with the ball slicing away. Running towards the wall, but a nice job by Chance.
And now T.J. McCants will come to the plate. Alabama center fielder, transfer from Ole Miss. The swing and a miss. T.J. batting .326 on the year. 13 home runs and 44 RBIs. Went back to Oxford last weekend for the return trip. His brother Jordan, of course, was a Mississippi State signee. And then was selected in the third round of the 2021 draft and signed the pro contract. 0-2. Swing and a miss. And Cal Stephen just threw the old 0-2 fastball right down the heart and got it past T.J. McCants. Second strikeout for Cal Stephen, and 2 quick outs in the second.
Well, that's one. If McCants puts it in play or hits it hard, you're saying that Stephen caught too much of the plate. It was right down the middle. But when he blows it past the hitter, home team fans will say it was a good pitch.
And now Gassetti will bat, the Alabama catcher. Well, Matt Gassetti batting .364.
.367 in league play.
And lifts that ball into right field. Dakota Jordan will make the catch. And a 7-pitch inning for Cal Stephen. Well, he